Getting pregnant with PCOS can be hella difficult, but I want to share with you how habit tracking actually helped me get pregnant with PCOS after years of trying. Note that I am not a doctor. I'm simply going to share with you the things and practices that helped me get pregnant with the hope that I can help somebody out there with the same issues get pregnant. So, or if you're not trying to get pregnant, at least get your fertility in check or get your menstrual period back if it's been missing. If something resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, just leave it aside. The goal of this video is just to be helpful to whoever needs it, okay? So now that we've gotten that out of the way and we've gotten the disclaimer out there, let's get started. Research has shown that tracking our progress will help us regulate our behaviors and actually allows us to make progress. So that's why habit tracking was essential for me, finally healing my PCOS and allowing my body to actually do what it needs to do and naturally get better so that I can get pregnant. There are so many things that you have to track when you're trying to get better and heal your PCOS. Just to list a few, you want to track what types of supplements you're using and how those are affecting you. You want to track your weight. You want to track your blood work. You want to track your hormone levels. What else? You want to track what you're eating. You want to track your exercises. You want to track a whole lot of stuff. You want to track your period, your menstrual cycle, your basal temperature. There's just so many things that you want to keep track of when you are trying to heal PCOS. So I'm going to give you a few tips that actually helps me with tracking these things in the hopes that it's beneficial to you as well. Tip number one is for you to write it all down. Yes, write everything down. Get a notebook that's dedicated to your journey through healing your PCOS and write everything down. As you get new information that you want to implement, write it down. Understand why you want to implement that thing. Because I think with PCOS, you can't be passive in your journey. You have to engage. And a lot of times you're engaging with yourself. You're trying to keep yourself motivated to track the things that are necessary for you to see improvement. So write everything down. Get a notebook and write it all down. Writing everything down allows you to pick and choose which habits and which things you actually want to work on. So if you write it down, then you're able to figure out which habits you want to start implementing to change your lifestyle or create a lifestyle that's suitable for healing your PCOS. So through my journey, I would always write things down. And part of writing things down and getting organized allowed me to create what I call the Heal Your PCOS workbook. You can find it in the description box below if you're interested in it, but it essentially allows you to track what types of supplements you're using, you're tracking what types of PCOS are you actually experiencing, writing down your symptoms, and the goal of this is for you to have all the information that you need so that when you talk to your doctor or you talk to a naturopathic doctor like I did, I have all the information to relate to them. I can actually ask the right questions so that I can get the right responses and I can get the right tools to actually start healing. So again, the most important thing that I think you need to start doing right now is writing everything down. Get a notebook or you can download my printable below and get started. My second tip for you is for you to start gradually. Yes, you're gonna watch these videos. I'm gonna tell you all this stuff that I did, and then you're gonna be like, yes, I'm gonna do all 50 of those steps that the girl took. Don't do that, okay? Pick one or two things that you want to start working on. This was the way that I was able to build momentum to actually start seeing changes. So what I would do is pick maybe one or two things and I will work on those things for consistently for a week and then add something else. So don't feel the pressure that you need to do everything all at once. Don't do that. Pick one thing that you want to start implementing today, add that into your habit tracking, and then work on that thing. So for example, if I wanted to work on making sure that I was getting my nutrients in, for example, I can track if I'm taking my supplements the way I'm supposed to. Because a lot of times, we're taking so many supplements or things like that that you may be skipping them, you may be tired from taking them on top of the 10 other or 15 other things that you're trying to do. I say pause. Just master taking your supplements for a week at the right time. Put it in your phone. Put an alarm on your phone saying take your supplements, right? Do something like that and then practice it for a week. Once you see that you can do that consistently, then you can add something else. So maybe something else that you want to add is taking your basal temperature every morning, right? So you want to wake up in the morning before you talk to anybody, before you do anything, take your basal temperature, right? Write that down. Take your basal temperature. There are different ways to do it. There are a lot of YouTube videos out there that will explain to you. Maybe in a future video, if you're interested, you can let me know in the comments section below and I can share with you how I did it efficiently. So something like that, you want to start doing them slowly. Don't try to implement so many habits at the same time. It's the easiest way to get to burnout, and it's the easiest way to give up and try to do things a different way. So if you want to go about this the natural way, it's a slow and steady pace, and that's okay. So give yourself permission to start slowly and then build up. If you look in the description box below, I'm going to link a free habit tracker for you. You can download it. It's free. So it's a way for you to start tracking those things. So when you pick that one thing that you want to do consistently, you're going to have the habit tracker. You will write that one thing in there and you're going to check it off each day as you do it. When you see yourself doing it, you're going to start to motivate yourself like, oh, I can actually do this. I can take my supplements every day. I can take my basal temperature every morning, so I can track how what my menstrual period is feeling like during this month. Whatever it is that you need to track, if you start doing it slowly and adding them as you build momentum, you're more likely to succeed. But if you're trying to do all of it all at once, it becomes a lot harder, it becomes overwhelming, and a lot of times we give up. Trust me, I've given up, I gave up so many times because I was just trying to do the most. I was learning information and then trying to implement all of it, and I just wasn't getting anywhere. So when I decided, you know what, I'm going to do this one at a time. I'm going to master just taking my medicine, because that was something else that I would slack on sometimes out of just being frustrated with the many things that we needed to do. So I just focused, like, I'm going to take my supplements, and when I take my supplements, I'm going to start tracking how I feel when I take those supplements. That's also essential. Are there any changes? Is there changes to my mood that I'm noticing? Do I feel better? Am I losing weight? Is my appetite better? Am I still craving a lot of sugar? So those things, I would track all of those things. And I just became more excited when I was seeing results, right? Because I actually know what was causing the results. I noticed what was making a change in my body, and I also noticed the things that weren't working because I was paying attention to them. So it is essential for you to do just that. Make sure you are building your habits gradually. Build your habits gradually. Repeat after me. Build your habits gradually. My next tip is for you to give new things time to work. Give it time to work. Something that I learned from working with my naturopathic doctor was that a lot of times when we're implementing something new into our regimen, especially if we're trying to make lifestyle choices and go in the natural route, we don't give things enough time to work, right? So what I mean by this is, one example that she gave me was that if you have had PCOS for 10 years, imagine or tell yourself that it may take me 10 months to actually heal this PCOS and actually start seeing the result that I'm looking for. And that was hard to hear. That was hard to hear because imagine if you've had it for 15 years. Now you're telling me it's going to take me 15 months, or if you've had it for longer, they're telling you it's going to take you 2 years to see the improvement. But that's just a ballpark. But what I took from this is that I needed to give my body time to adjust. I needed to give my body the time to actually do the healing. And I found that to be beneficial. So give yourself some grace. Give yourself the time to actually heal. Give yourself time for new things to work, okay? So keep that in mind as you continue this journey or start this journey. The last tip that I have for you is for you to listen to your body. I want you to own your body. Understand that you know your body. Don't be so down on yourself. And it's easy to be down on ourselves when we have PCOS, or when you feel like you have made the lifestyle changes and then you're not seeing the result as fast as you want to see it, or sometimes we backpedal, right? Because we're so tired of doing the same things and we're not seeing the result. So we kind of ease off the acceleration, and we start to like do the things, those bad habits that we had before. Give yourself grace, forgive yourself for that, and move forward. It is important that you know that you have power over your body. You can listen to your body. We do not have to be at the mercy of just our doctors only. We have to take ownership. I am not saying don't go to your doctor. It is essential that you go to your doctor, get your blood work on that and all that stuff. But what I'm saying is like, don't be passive, right? Engage with your doctor. When your doctor tells you to do something, actually observe how it feels in your body. Is this medicine actually working for me? Don't be shy about expressing how you're feeling. And I've had this happen with me multiple times where like I would go to the hospital or a doctor and I would be too, I don't know if it's shy or timid. I don't know what it is, but you don't want to seem like you're just a complainer. So you're just kind of like just taking what is being given to you. But the point where I realized that that's not working for me, I have to take an active role in actually healing this, right? And that meant that sometimes if I felt like my doctor wasn't listening to me, I would switch doctors. I have switched OBGYN. I would switch them because I needed somebody who was willing to work with me, who would allow me to be an active participant in my own healing. So I'm telling you today, I'm giving you permission, even though you don't know me, I'm still giving you permission that you need to listen to your body. You need to own it. Own the body. You only have one of them. Own your body. Understand that you probably know way more about it than these doctors do, right? So give yourself the chance to listen to it. Give yourself the chance to learn from yourself. So don't give up on yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to your body, and I promise you that at the very least you will learn a little bit more about yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. I would really appreciate it. And please don't be shy. Hit the subscribe button so that when I release more videos, you will be notified. Another thing that I would encourage you to do is that I go into more in-depth about all these topics over on my blog. So I'm also going to link that below. If you are interested in learning about my 7 secrets to heal PCOS naturally, I'm going to link that down below too. It is free, so it's just something that you can read and get yourself familiar with how to heal your PCOS, especially if you're just starting or if you stopped along the way and you want to get back on the bandwagon and start healing our bodies together. Make sure you do that and check it down below. So if you have any questions for me, again, reach me in the comment section below. It's nice hanging out with you guys. See you next time. Bye.